I think I have a burning question, and I think a lot of people get to ask it. That in light of what has happened in the profession, some things we know, some we don't. But is the qualification still worth it?
Absolutely.
100%. Yeah, 100%.
No, absolutely. And I think for me, if I may start, it's also drawing it back to COVID, right? A lot of people lost their jobs during COVID, and we were still working, as normal. So worth it in the sense that looking at the country that we live in and the unemployment rate up the roof. It's very rare to find a CA that's unemployed, if I'm being honest. There may be there, I don't know like the complete stats, but it's quite rare. You are guaranteed that you'll always have a job, and I think as I said, as a country that's still going far with the unemployment rate, that's just one of the things that I think we're also mainly focused on in growing the economy. And I think being a CA and knowing that 95% of the chances are you will be employed, so absolutely worth it in that regard. I mean, also the money is also good when you spend it wisely. Disclaimer. The money is quite decent.
Or it just takes time to get to the
think
expectation that you thought it's maybe in the
I think it's definitely not. I will say that when you are still in high school or varsity, when you think CASAs, you're thinking a posh Cayenne when you qualify. No one really tells you that it's going to take a few more years, and I think that's maybe, the conversations to prepare people that you're not going to qualify on day one and
get a
GTI. Exactly. And get a GTI even.
There was a guy who was humbled when we were doing ITC. He wanted to buy a GTI. Check the prices, check the contract.
It's like, no, it's not
He considered.
It's not
and he got a Clio, but you know him.
No, true. But there are also other industries that, pay quite well. I mean, your banking, I know that they get like a lot even as articles. But it's decent. I think it's decent, like it can get you there, but also just be patient in building yourself and your career. Like it's gonna take a bit of time for you to accumulate, I guess, the wealth that you are anticipating, but it's absolutely worth it. The international exposure, my goodness, I cannot even begin to tell you how many recruiters will be DMing you daily on LinkedIn daily, asking you, telling you there's an opportunity in the Netherlands, Australia, do you want to go to an island? So currently I think CAs in South Africa are still sought out, so absolutely worth it.
We might actually have a shortage. Given that the global market seems to be compensating very well
very
compared to the local market, and we see a lot of our colleagues migrating. Maybe I'm gonna follow you guys. I'm gonna fly to Heathrow Airport.
It's big enough for all of us.
It is big
so
enough.
come through.
I think for me, just to add on to that, it is worth it, but just adjust the expectations. After qualification, after being a qualified CA, you think it's gonna solve all your problems. That salary is not to solve your problems. Just adjust yourself, be humble to start with, because some of us were humble when we got there, because inflation is there, salary is there, they're fighting, and inflation is winning, interest rates and stuff like that. So someone once said something very profound a few weeks back. They said after articles they live below their means. I was like, yo, that's very he was like, after articles, the best things he did for himself was to don't change. He didn't change his lifestyle.
As if he's still in articles.
As if he's spending, expenditure, he didn't even get a new car, But I think some things are character based. Some of us really.
And I think it's also because it's such a prestigious designation. It's like you're a CA now. You want to show people. It does come with that.
From varsity already invested. That zebra smoking and all the banks.
It's like now you want people to know you're a CA. So now what? Better car. Because I can't say I'm a CA while driving an I-10, for example. It comes
and it's not. There's nothing wrong.
There's nothing wrong. Absolutely nothing wrong. And there's absolutely I forgot what I wanted to say. But I was just saying, there is nothing wrong with driving an I-10 as a CA, but I think it's also the pressure of it being known as this prestigious thing, and then you get into it and you want to already drive a car that your partner at EY drives, for example, PwC, KPMG, or whatever. It's not going to be possible on day one. And I think when it comes to finances, maybe one thing that you didn't ask, but that I think is not spoken about, is the fact that majority of us are the first generation to go to varsity, especially amongst us black people. There's a lot that we still want to do back home, right? And there's a lot that we still want to achieve ahead. So it's tough. I'm not gonna like it's difficult. It's like you're trying to, because you're the first one to, I guess, have the financial breakthrough. You're trying to help the people that are left behind, but you're also trying to create a life for yourself. And I guess that's where maybe amongst ourselves we find that there is a shortage. Maybe this money is really not enough. Maybe it's not what we anticipated,
because we are working backwards. We're not starting in the same perspective. We have to fix the injustices of the past in our families.
So I will say, practically speaking, the money is decent, but
it's enough if you don't have that.
We know that because of a lot that we are faced with. It's
actually taking me to a boardroom. I remember in audit, when you come back from holidays, and in the boardroom, the guys will be like, I went to Japan, in Thailand, I just decided last minute. And then when they turned it back to me, I'm like, I was home, guys.
when you take a week's leave, so where are you going? I'm going home. I'm just gonna chill at home. I'm like articles, so I think that's the thing. It shows you what 100%.
So when you see a CA driving an I-10, guys, it's not a reflection of the profession. It's really that there's a lot.
It's not that they're stingy.
They are not. And interesting, Ndima, I just remembered now. Maybe if you don't mind to say that you worked at the current employer, you left, and you just did a serious U-turn.
Very quick.
Can you take us through what led to all that?
I think I don't want to say people lied. When you go for a job, like you'll get recruited, like they say on LinkedIn, and you see jobs that are very interesting. I think just make sure like you ask proper questions like about what you're going to be doing on a daily basis. And make sure that you do your research, your thorough research. If you know someone at the company, reach out to them. What do you do on a daily basis? What's your employee turnaround? Such questions. Like ask them during the interview. Even if they lie to you, at least you asked. But I think the reason why I went there and I came back very quickly is because I just felt like, hey, I'm losing everything that I've learned. The job. It took me about a day or two to figure out the job.
Shucks, nah. And then you're being underutilized.
I know I'm smart and everything, but come on, some things you need to be challenged. So I felt like I'm losing that, because they're like at the Big Four firm, like I'm always like challenged on a daily basis or on a weekly basis. Like there's downtime. But like this is downtime for everyone.
Yes.
It's not that downtime because everyone is asking for work and stuff like that. But it's only for like a month. But there, like I was doing one task and I was just like, no, there's no way this is every day. I even asked them like, is this all I'm gonna be doing?
Or maybe I'm still new now.
Maybe
they were like,
I'm still learning.
Sorry. They're like, I think that's all. You're not even gonna be doing. I'm like, guys, that's it. Like I even took the advert there for the post. I'm like, I'm not even doing a quarter of what was advertised. Like, okay, I am managing people, like I'm working with people and also like reporting to someone. But the job is even easy for them, people under me. I think my only stress was the team, like, why are you not coming like early? Like why are you leaving? Like those
no passion, there's no drive.
Nothing. The money was good, I won't lie. But I think I lost that thing, man. Like I just felt like I'm just wasting my time here, and
That's brave of you. It's
Yeah.
you can easily get comfortable and complacent in not doing anything, but getting compensated for that.
Yeah.
But surely or definitely at some point in the long run, you'll feel it because you'll have missed an opportunity to learn.
That's it.
And I think for me, it's not for everyone. That's what led to me living the international experience, because I felt like I was doing bank and cash, something that I do it as a first year.
Exactly.
But I'm getting paid as a manager, and I didn't see that how it helps me grow career-wise. Money-wise, I'll be good, but in terms of growth, it can be a problem.
Yeah, I think that was my biggest thing. That I'm getting all this money, but I'm not learning anything new towards to add to my career. I've managed people in my articles before as a supervisor. As a third year, it's not new. I know how to work with other people. And the nice thing about my third year experience was during COVID, where I had to manage someone that I don't even see. Someone you don't even know what they look like.
And those ones were not the good ones, because most of them were COVID babies.
Exactly.
They were not even that strong.
You know, that people. So how to work and stuff like. So I was like, this is not new to me. So let me just go back to my firm. I know I'm the lowest in the division or in the rankings, but at least I get to learn a lot. I get to have that human interaction with other people that have been in the industry for quite some time.
And I think that speaks also of the relationships you have built. I would presume they will not necessarily take anyone who left and now they're coming back. You must have built a good name for yourself, work ethic, which is very important in our career.
I think the one thing I learned when I was growing up is my mother used to say this a lot. It's a bit vulgar, but which what it meant that don't if I have to translate it, don't after getting water from the well, don't make the water dirty, kind of thing, or don't because tomorrow you come back to the water after this one dries out. After you finish this whatever, if you think you have 16 liters, it's gonna be enough. No, it's not gonna be enough. Keep it for the next person also, because someone else is gonna come and try to use this well. They're gonna want to get water here, and if this water finishes that you have, or with this water that you think is a lot, you'll have to go back there. So make sure that wherever you're working, even if you don't enjoy the job,
give it your all.
Give it your all. Live in a good space. Don't make people uncomfortable and things like that. So that's the biggest thing. You must always live in a
So you guys going to London, are you still in reporting or going back to audit for a moment and all that?
So audit.
You missed audit.
Interesting enough. But I had to make sure it's a banking sector.
Okay. So it's more aligned to what you have always wanted.
I think now I'm in a space where I'm just like, I am building my career. So I had to make sure that it's in banking, because that's something I want to do when I come back.
And you can also transition while you're at that side with that experience, even move into...
I wanted to mention that the nice thing is, although you're going there, as an auditor, once you're there, it's one of the conversations, I guess, that we also plan to have with our mentors, to say that, listen, I've got an experience in this, can I do a bit of it? And I guess that's also the thing, the flexibility. You can choose to do a bit of audit and a bit of reporting, or switch, or actually I want to try something new. That's the beauty of the flexibility. But for now, we're going by audit.
And I think it's good, especially in corporate, to be upfront and assertive of what you want, because when opportunities present themselves, it's not the best that get them. It's those that have articulated what they want that get given opportunities.
Because something also that I like quoting people, but this other partner that I'm working with, they say that he likes saying that the best person to care about your career is you, because your senior will never care as much about your career as you should be caring about it. So they will care, they will listen to you, but if you don't tell them what you want, they won't know what you want. So you must be the first person that cares about your career more than anyone.
I agree. Guys, this has been an interesting conversation. But before we close it, what advice will you give to your younger self? Someone who's just stepping in to the working environment. They are new from varsity. Whether they are coming into accounting or it's engineering or a teacher or a nurse or a doctor. What advice will you give to such a person?
This is a very difficult one, but I think never allow yourself to be an imposter. Never allow yourself to fall in that space where you doubt yourself constantly, because I went through that in my articles. Like, you know the right answer, like when the partner is asking everyone the question and it's quiet, and then someone comes in the room and he asks them, the person gives the answer that you were thinking about. And you're just like, I should have actually said, I should have actually answered this question. Even like during like those big presentations, during like there's like short trainings that you do, like you sometimes be afraid to answer, and then someone from that corner answers the same thing, says the same thing you'd have said. So I think that's the biggest thing, Never allow yourself to be an imposter, because you're going to lose out on a lot of opportunities that were probably aligned for you, because you were just quiet, you were shy to say something. You might have been selected to be this part of this line, or the partner might have taken you to their last lines and stuff like that. But you will miss out on a lot of opportunities that were meant for you. So that's the one thing that I'll tell myself, to never be an imposter.
And then you, Fulu?
I think you took the words right out of my mouth.
The two shall become one.
No, I've got nothing else to add. I guess maybe except to say it's also okay to fail. Like, it's not the end of the world. It builds character. I know it's very cliche, but it really does, and it's absolutely okay. You just have to pick yourself up, and
This has been an interesting conversation, but okungapheli kuyahlola kusho njalo ngeSiswati. Ndima, what is your parting shot?
I think my parting thoughts would be always be confident, because you know a lot, even though you think you don't know a lot. If there's a job that says you need 5 years of experience, go for it. We never know what you're gonna do during the interview. Even just in life, be in those rooms. Like, you're going to be in rooms that you never imagined yourself to be in. Like, you always see the building when you're passing by, probably when you were young. So be confident, because you didn't get there by accident. Even though I was an accidental CA, I don't think it was an accident that I worked like for such a long time to get to this day. Always remember where you come from. Be humble. Even though you're confident, don't be arrogant. That's the difference, because I know a lot of CAs that use this title as something to push people around. That's not why you studied this, and that's not why you became a CA. So be confident, humble, and you are where you are, not by accident, because this path was made for you by God, and it was created by God for you to be here today.
That's powerful. That's powerful. Fulu, ukhovana ngama Isibenda speak. What's your parting thought?
No, I think someone in this room actually said it, and I believed it, but it does get better with time. And I guess this is also dedicated to someone who's sitting there, and I don't know, maybe you're doing CTA for the 3rd time and you're just like, there's no way out. A lot of us have been there, and I can guarantee you that it certainly does get better.
Okay, that was a lovely conversation. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you are new to this channel, please remember to subscribe, like this video, and click there.
Comment, like, and subscribe. Where's the button?
That button, that bell, notification. Thank you guys. This was really an interesting journey. Thank you guys for honoring the invite.
Thanks for inviting us.